So today, or yesterday for all of you, because I'm publishing this tomorrow, but today I did my first live stream in over 2 months. And unfortunately, the first 15 minutes of that stream were an absolute mess. The whole thing wasn't working correctly. I was getting like 5 or 10 frames per second. It was choppy. It was unwatchable. Now, I've only started doing videos again this week. And there was a few things I noticed today that I hadn't set up correctly. Like over the last hour or so, I've just fixed my lights to the right setting. They weren't set up correctly. I've only just fixed my webcam. That wasn't set up correctly either. The video wasn't displaying properly. But that issue today, that issue with the live stream today was not my fault. It was the issue of a service that I use called Restream. Now, that's not a very nice introduction for a service that I'm about to show you. But I've been using this service for way over 6 months now, maybe 7 months now. And for the most part, I have been incredibly happy with it. So I want to show you this service in this video. Okay, now you've got why I'm doing this video. This is the website Restream, and you can see the website here. Boost your views. Restream allows you to stream live to 30 plus social platforms at once. And this really explains what this is all about. This is a multi-platform, multi-video, multi-channel video service. And instead of sending your signal to Twitch or Facebook or YouTube, you will send your video signal to Restream, send it to their data servers, and then they will encode the video and distribute it to all of these platforms at once. So what that means is that instead of me streaming to YouTube, I can stream to Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, all these different video services and stream live simultaneously at the same time at once. They're all going to get the same live feed. And it's pretty cool how it works. Now, there's a few people that say, I have seen the criticism for this, that say that you shouldn't use a video service such as this. And the criticism is fair. It's a valid point, because what they're saying is you spread yourself too thin. You're not engaging with your audience. And it makes sense. If you've got a lot of subscribers and lots of different channels, then it's difficult to try and engage with them all. They do give you tools to help you do that, but say you've got 100 followers and YouTube subscribers or watchers or viewers, on YouTube, and you've got the same amount of people on Facebook and then Twitter, and all these people are trying to talk to you, and you're trying to juggle it all together. There is a risk that you might be ignoring some people. There is a risk that people are like, what are you talking about? I never saw anyone ask that question. So there is some valid criticism with that. But what I would say against that is that when you're starting out and when you're a smaller channel, and even when you're larger, the idea of having your content spread out to more channels, to a larger audience, is very, very appealing. When you produce content, when you produce videos, live streams, you want to get that out to as many people as possible, and this helps you do that. So I just want to quickly show you the website again, and then I'll show you the service. So if I go over here, I'll just look at the main features here. Restream Studio. This is actually a new feature. They did not have this when I first started using it. I've not used this myself yet, but it's like a studio service thing that they've got on the browser. Not used it yet. It looks quite good though, as far as what it offers and how it works. You know, you can overlay different things. This is the main feature, multi-streaming. And the idea is pretty good, pretty straightforward, sorry. Instead of connecting to Twitch or YouTube, and what you have to do is normally enter the URL of the YouTube data server or whatever. Instead of entering that, you will enter Restream's details. You'll log into your account, and then you can simply enable or disable which channels you want to stream to. Twitch, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Mixer, whatever. Now, it's showing you the bit rate there, and it's showing you the frame drops. The bit rate is something you will have to be conscious about, and it's something you kind of have to make a sacrifice for. And I'll talk about that more later, but just bear that in mind. Bit rate is something you need to understand. Now, as I was saying with the criticism, they've got this multi-chat feature, and to their credit, they actually provide a lot of tools to try and help you juggle the madness of streaming to all these different platforms. They give you an option of doing it via the browser or a dedicated app that goes through Windows or Mac or Linux. It also integrates with OBS. And the idea is that you can see the comments from all these different video services in the one place. But you can also repurpose those comments or reissue those comments, I guess you could say, where if someone's on Twitch and someone is watching your video on Twitch and they post a comment, that comment can then be posted on YouTube so people on YouTube can see that, and it comes up Restream. Now, they don't let you change the username. That's annoying. Hopefully that's something that they'll add. But It's not perfect. It's something I think they should improve, but they are providing the tools for you to try and juggle your audience. So that's the chart there. They've also got an option where you can record a video and then schedule it to be published live to many different places. This is not something that I've used personally. I'm not sure if I would use it. I'm trying to think of a situation where I would use it, but it's a cool feature. I can see why others would use it. You know, if you've got a news, you know, a special review or a video, it's a good feature and it's cool that it's there. And then there's analytics. I'll show you my analytics to give you an understanding of what you see. Before we go on, I'll talk about pricing. This is free to use. Now, I started using the professional plan, the pro plan. I started using that at the end of October 2019. I think I'd been using it for about 3 or 4 weeks before that, as far as using it to test the service, see what I liked and what I didn't like. And you can see the limitations here. All of the plans allow you to stream to all the different video services. This one here, it's got Facebook, personal profile, and then this has got 1 extra destination. It's got a public page. Then it's 3 extra destinations. Really, it comes out, the plans come down to how many different platforms you want to stream to, and if you need to stream to Facebook, etc. There are other limitations here as well. You can see that the cheaper plans, they put a watermark if you're streaming directly from your browser, which isn't a big problem if you're recording via OBS or XSplit, but there you go. So the standard plan is $19 per month if you want to upgrade, or $16 per month, an effective rate of $16 per month if you upgrade. So it's $190 per year if you pay yearly. The pro plan is $49 per month, or $490 for the year, $41 per month, an effective rate of 41. Right, so that's the pricing there. 16 per month, 16 and 19, 49, 41, depending if you pay monthly or yearly. Now they do deals every now and then, like at Black Friday and Halloween and different things. They'll occasionally do like an offer where they'll give you like a reduced rate, and that's when I bought mine, when there was one of the reduced rates. I can't remember if it was 20% off, but I've got the pro plan, and yeah, that's the one that I've been using. So yes, so that gives you an understanding of what the service is all about. And again, the concept is simple. Instead of streaming to YouTube or Twitch or any one of those video platforms, you stream to Restream, they encode the video, and then they send it out. Now, I was briefly talking about bitrate there. The reason is that every video service has got different standards, different requirements, different ways of doing things. So, for example, on I think on Twitch, you've got like 6,000 kilobits per second, is it? 6 megabytes per second. So the limitation for Twitch is 6 megabytes per second. Now, previously I was streaming live at like, I think about 12 megabytes per second on YouTube, which meant that when I wanted to record to all these different services, I mean, I think for Twitter and Periscope, the limitation is even lower, like 5 megabytes per second. So what I had to do was reduce the video quality. Instead of uploading at 12 megabytes per second or 10 megabytes per second, I had to reduce that to 6 so that I could also stream live to Twitch and things like that. So depending on what you're recording at, what you're streaming at right now, you might have to downgrade your upload video rate, your bit rate, so that you can stream to many different services. So it's a sacrifice, but the benefit of doing that is that you shouldn't notice a huge amount of difference if you're still recording at 1080p. Then yeah, you just have to work around the platforms. That's what I'm trying to say. If you're recording to different platforms, they all have maximum and minimum video requirements, and instead of just working around one video platform, you then have to try and find something that works in all of them. So for me, that was going from like 10,000 kilobits per second down to 6, and that seems to have worked okay. So you saw the website, you've got a good understanding of it all, and if I show you this is Chrome, Google Chrome. This is my browser, and this is the main platform. Now you can see I'm offline just now, but hopefully you can get a better idea of what's going on here. So I've got them all off just now, but if I'm streaming live to Restream, I can click that and it will just stream to all the different video services. It should switch them on. There you go. So they're all on now. So if I had to do a live stream now, I would stream to all of these platforms at once. And you can see I've got 3 YouTube channels. I've got a couple of Facebook pages. I've got DLive, Mixer, Smashcast. I don't even have an audience in any of these platforms. I just connected them for the sake of connecting them to test them out. So sue me. But yeah, that's how it works. What I normally do is, depending on what I'm doing, toggle them all off and on, and then just select the ones that I want. Now, what you can do is you go to stream info, and you basically enter the name of your stream, and you can see like the stream I did today was called Lockdown Live Stream Tech, Smartphones, Unboxing and More. I thought about that for about 3 seconds, put it on the top there. So watch this, I'll show you what I mean. Kevin's live stream. And then you can add a description as well, and then you can select if it's gaming content, and then just select update all, and then boom, it updates all of those different channels. That is pretty cool. There's social alerts as well that you can do. I think that just, yeah, it connects to different platforms and it'll tell people that you're going live. I use other services for that anyway, so it's not a problem for me. So you can add other channels as well. If I was live, if I bring over this, which will, yeah, it's going crazy here, but if, you know, I'm recording with OBS just now, if I was streaming live rather than just recording, that video would be showed there, and I would see information such as the bit rate, the number of viewers, and different things like that. This is the live studio feature. Accessing my camera, which it can't because I'm using, but this is the feature there, and you can see there's different options here, captions, graphics, you can add different overlays. Again, this isn't something that I've used yet. You can update the title there as well. But effectively, this is, instead of integrating this into OBS, you will be integrating this into your browser. So, it looks good. I just can't vouch for how good it is yet because I've been using OBS. But it's good that the option is there, especially if you're using your laptop or something. As far as why I'm not using that though, again, it's because I'm using OBS, and you're going to get a little bit of inception here because I'm recording with OBS, but here is OBS. This is what I'm recording with right now, and you can actually see, like, well, basically you can see how I've integrated Restream into OBS. Down here, I've got the title. I can select the game that I'm playing, and then it will update them all. I can select the channels that I want to stream to, and then when I click stream, it will stream to that. Now, what I try to do is I keep it at off all the time. The reason being, if I accidentally select start streaming instead of start recording, then I might accidentally stream somewhere, and this stops you doing that because OBS doesn't have anything to say, did you mean to start streaming? So yeah, that's what you have to do. Now, if you go into the settings area, instead of selecting like YouTube or something like that, that's where you put in your stream key. You go to Restream, and there's Restream FTL and Restream RTMP, and you've got auto detect. Now, this is, if I can change back here, this really is the problem that I had today. This is the problem that I had today. For whatever reason, I spoke to the support after the live stream, and for whatever reason, instead of going to the nearest server, the auto detect option there was taking me to a video data server that was too far away. So it was too far away, which is why the ping rate was too high, which is why the video was choppy. I don't know, but they sent me like a server test, and no surprise, the one in the UK is the one that I should go to. Previously, I think one of them told me to go with auto detect so that if there's any problem locally, it will go to another one. But yes, that was the problem today. That was the problem. And if I, oops, I need to cancel this before I do that. Okay, so if I go back to the settings area just to show you what's going on here. As I said, the problem I had today was that I had it at auto detect, and for whatever reason, again, their fault, but for whatever reason it didn't work. And they've told me to select, well, via their test, they've told me to select the UK. So yeah, it's fairly easy integrating this. I don't think anyone who's familiar with OBS will have a problem with this. I really don't think anyone will have a problem with that, doing that. So, okay, that's Live Studio. There's destinations. Next, we've got chat. And again, this is something you can do on your browser, but I do it via, well, you saw it there. I've got chat right at the side of OBS there. That's where chat messages come up. So I've got it integrated into OBS. It makes it easier because I can see what I'm looking at in the camera. I can also see the comments down the right-hand side. Works better for me. Analytics, good old analytics. We all want to see some statistics, don't we? So it allows you to kind of analyze how you're doing. Now, this is especially good if you do have a good audience in a few different places, but it shows you a lot of kind of interesting information, such as, well, you can see the duration of my live streams. It's saying the last one I did through that was actually December, longer than I thought. But you can see that the last time I streamed to YouTube, Facebook, and Periscope. But then previously I had streamed to Twitch and to Mixer and to a few different platforms. You can see information about your streams as well. If I go back, let's look at December. Let's go back to December and we'll see what that was. So you can back to December and you can see the live streams. You can see the average number of viewers, average duration, stream time. I don't have a lot of information about this just now because I've not been streaming recently, but a few months ago I probably would have had a lot more information. Average viewers, max viewers. I don't have a lot of live stream viewers, do I? Okay, so you can see all the different platforms down there as well. I don't know which... Okay, that's not showing... For some reason, that's not showing the information it should. Yeah, so it's telling me most loaded period, watched minutes, December 10th, must have been a big stream, 1,000 minutes. New followers. So you can see the new followers, who's following you, who has now subscribed to your channel, different things as well. For the most part, I don't check that all the time. Popular phrases, that must be from the chat box. I check this just to make sure everything went okay. Occasionally I drop by and just say, oh, how many new viewers did I get? Max viewers, 27, average 4. But the thing is with this though, is it can be quite misleading as far as I will get less viewers going to my other YouTube channel than I do to this one. So if I go to my main, this technology YouTube channel, I will get maybe an average of 8 or 10. And in the other one, it might only be 2 or 3. And it shows you an average. You can, though, as you can see there, you can filter it. So the average viewers for that one in December was 5, past 24 weeks. So yeah, well, okay, I thought it'd be higher than that. Okay, but you can see that if you go to the gaming channel, it'll be less. Yeah, okay, so there it's there. But you can do it all, or you can do either or. Pretty good. I don't use it all the time, but it is there. The last one is that stream recorded videos thing. Again, I don't use this. It's an interesting feature though. I do like the idea of this, that you upload a video and then you schedule it. So if I'm ever doing a big announcement, I could do it to lots of different platforms and stream it at the same time. But for most of the time, it's easier just for me to record it and upload it to YouTube. I keep saying for the most part, I don't know what's wrong with me today. I need my bed, but I think I've covered most things there. There's a few different things there as well, like monitor and different things that you can check what the problems were. I think that's what it helps you do. And there's a few other things about that you'll see. You can see the bitrate there, video bitrate, audio bitrate. So if you want to delve deep with all the kind of analytical side of it and analyze your streams and analyze how you performed, or even analyze why a particular stream wasn't working as far as the upload rate and all that, it's all there. The support has been pretty good. It really has been pretty good. And I would say that today I can't, other than, some teething problems when I first got it set up, as far as me not understanding how their service worked, I would say that their service has always been really good. I've never had any problems with it. I like how it works. Now, I do recognise that if you are a game streamer, if you are a YouTube streamer, any kind of streamer, if you want to publish live content, $19 per month is the starting rate for the standard plan. And I do appreciate that for a lot of people that is it's quite a lot. It's an expense, and all of these, all the equipment, everything, it's an expense. And when you've got a monthly fee coming off, it's an expense that you need to factor into how much money you're making or how much you want to invest into your projects. But it's free to use, so it's hard to really criticize them for that. What I would say is, if you're a YouTuber, a Twitch streamer, a Mixer streamer, if you're doing any kind of live content for Facebook, Twitter, whatever, any video services over 30, they're listed on the website somewhere. But if you want to do that, I would try it free of charge. So if you're already streaming live to different platforms, I would try this. I don't think this is for everyone. I will say that I don't think this is for everyone. And there may be certain occasions where you can't stream to them all because your local server, there's a problem. But I would say try this free of charge. Mess around with it. See what you like. See what you don't like. See if it's for you. You might find that you'll do what I did and you connect like 10 different channels. And that's what I did. I connected like DLive and mixing different things, Smashcast. But over time, you might just think, okay, I'm not getting any performance from those ones. I'll just stream to Twitch and YouTube, or just stream to Twitch and Mixer, or Twitch, YouTube gaming and Mixer. You'll just kind of cater it to how everyone responds to it and all that. I do like it. I think it's an interesting service. They were responsible for my stream being messed up today, but they showed me this. In fact, I can show you this. I'll show you exactly what they sent me. I'll show you the discussion, just to illustrate what was going on, because I sent an annoying "what the hell was going on" email whilst I was live. So if I jump back over here, I'll give you an insight into my discussion where I'm like very frustrating. I sent that whilst I was streaming live. And she sent me like a graph showing you the stream. This was that stream. This was what was happening when I was streaming. The time is different from when I was streaming. But you can see I was getting like 2000 kilobits per second when I normally record at 6. So it wasn't working correctly. But they said that you may not be streaming to the best Restream server. So that she sent me to this speed test. I'm going to bookmark this so that I can check this out. And you just do a test. And you can see like it's testing all the different services. The auto detect, which is what I was using, 100 milliseconds. When I would get 28 going to London, 35 going to Amsterdam. I'll need to check the rest of them. But yeah, no surprise. I'm in Scotland. London will be the best one. So I'll keep a note of that. I might have to check that again. Or maybe I can check that every time that I stream. But that seems quite good. It's a useful tool. And it was very difficult for me to get annoyed with them because of that problem today, because they responded very quickly, very politely. They explained the situation. And the good thing is you can actually test this service without going live. You just simply disable all your channels. I forgot about that today, but you just disable all your channels and then click stream, and then you can see how your stream is performing in their service and in your account area. And then once you're happy with it, once you can, analyze it all, then you can enable it. And that's actually what you can do. That's what I might do in the future, is start streaming without streaming anywhere and then quickly stop the service, start it back up, and then just link it all. So I'll maybe do that in future where I test the service beforehand. But again, that website is Restream.io. I'll leave a link to it if you want to check it out. Give it a try. Nothing to lose. It's free to try. This video isn't sponsored or anything like that. I just decided to talk about it because they messed up. Shame on you, Restream. But yeah, check it out. If you're a YouTuber, you might find it useful, Twitch, etc. But if you've got any questions about it, I'm not an expert on this at all, but I have been using it for 6 months. So if you've got any teething problems, if you're unsure about anything, leave a comment below. I'll do my best to answer it and point you in the right direction. But thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and until next time, take care.